Top 10 must-see attractions in Europe. Europe is one of the most visited regions in the world, and it attracts tourists from all over the globe. This continent is home to some of the greatest attractions in the world. There are many must-see places in Europe, but today we're going to focus on the most iconic attractions. The continent consists of many beautiful cities, and there are many attractions to see. However, today we're going to focus on the most iconic attractions in Europe. Before we dive into this countdown, let's test your knowledge with a quick trivia question. What is the name of the tower that is located in Paris? A. Eiffel Tower, B. Leaning Tower of Pisa, C. Big Ben Clock Tower. Hang in there for the answer to this trivia question, and feel free to put your answer in the comments. Also, if you're not already, be sure to subscribe and ring that bell. METEORA. METEORA is one of the most important sites in Greece. The complex of buildings was built on top of enormous rocks, making it a unique place in Greece. The rock climbing there is not only for the adventurers, but also for those who just want to admire the view. METEORA provides a spectacular view of Thessaly and is considered one of the most important religious sites in Greece. 9. Tower Bridge. Tower Bridge is the symbol of London. It is a suspension bridge that crosses the River Thames, linking the city of London to Southwark. Since it was built in 1894, about 50 million vehicles have crossed the bridge. Tower Bridge is also one of the most popular tourist attractions in London, and it attracts many tourists from all over the world. 8. Neuschwanstein Castle. Neuschwanstein Castle is located in Bavaria, Germany. The castle was built by King Ludwig II of Bavaria, with construction starting in 1869 and finishing in 1886. Although it seems like a small castle today, it was inspired by medieval castles and palaces that Ludwig II had read about as a child. It took 5 architects and 400 workers to build this castle at a cost of about €5 million back then. Today, Neuschwanstein Castle is one of the most visited tourist attractions in Europe, attracting millions of visitors from all over the world every year. 7. Palace of Versailles. The Palace of Versailles is located outside Paris, and it served as a residence for French monarchs from 1682 until 1789 during the reigns of Louis XIV, Louis XVI, and even Napoleon I. The Palace of Versailles was also the birthplace of the French Revolution. The Palace of Versailles is one of the most important tourist attractions in Europe, attracting about 8 million people from all over the world every year. 6. Prague Old Town. Prague Old Town is located in the Czech Republic, and it was listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1992. This area has been inhabited since the 5th century, when it was ruled by Great Moravia, then by Bohemian kings and nobles, until it became part of Czechoslovakia after World War I. Prague Old Town has about 1,000 historical buildings that are considered to be national cultural monuments in the Czech Republic. It is one of the most visited tourist attractions in Europe, attracting more than 4 million tourists every year. 5. St. Peter's Basilica. St. Peter's Basilica is one of the 4 basilicas located within Vatican City walls, and it is also one of the holiest Catholic sites in Rome, Italy. St. Peter's Basilica was built to honor St. Peter, who was believed to be buried there after his crucifixion in 64 AD by Nero. Today, St. Peter's Basilica attracts millions of visitors every year, and it is also one of the most important religious sites in Rome. 4. Acropolis. Acropolis is a complex of buildings and other structures located in the city of Athens, Greece. It has been listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1990. Acropolis was built as early as the 6th century BC to house the city's most important temples and shrines. Some of its parts, such as Propylae, Temple of Athena Nike, Erechtheion, and Parthenon, remain standing to this day. Acropolis is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Europe today, attracting about 3 million tourists every year. 3. Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower is located in Paris, France, and was built between 1887 to 1889 by Gustave Eiffel, who designed it for the 1889 World's Fair. It has an observation deck at 116 meters high, on which you can enjoy the stunning view of Paris all over the Seine River to Arc de Triomphe from up above. The tower was also featured on a French post stamp that commemorated its 100th anniversary in 1989 with the caption Centennial of Liberty. The tower is one of the most important tourist attractions in Paris, and it attracts about 6 million tourists from all over the world every year. 2. Fjords of Norway. Fjords of Norway are long, narrow, deep inlets that were carved into the land by glacial erosions. There are several fjords in Norway, including Sognefjorden, Narifjorden, Geirangerfjorden, and Lysefjorden. These fjords are located in western Norway, and they attract millions of tourists from all over the world every year. Fjords of Norway were named as one of the new 7 wonders of nature on July 7, 2001. Before we get to number 1, let's take a look back at the trivia question from earlier. What is the name of the tower that is located in Paris? A. Eiffel Tower, B. Leaning Tower of Pisa, C. Big Ben Clock Tower. The answer is A. The Eiffel Tower, or La Tour Eiffel, is a wrought iron lattice tower on the Champ de Mars in Paris, France. It is named after the engineer Gustave Eiffel, whose company designed and built the tower. Erected in 1889 as the entrance arc to the 1889 World's Fair, it was initially criticized by some of France's leading artists and intellectuals for its design, but has become both a global cultural icon of France and one of the most recognizable structures in the world. Now let's get back to the countdown. 1. Colosseum. Colosseum is located in Rome, Italy, and it was built between 72 and 80 AD by Emperor Vespasian during his reign to host gladiator games and wild animal fights for entertainment purposes. The Colosseum was used to hold Roman public events such as recitations of poetry and drama performances. Today, Colosseum is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Europe, attracting about 6 million visitors every year to marvel at the ancient gladiator games of the Romans. The gladiators who fought in the Colosseum were trained to be a hero for his master, and his fame could spread over the whole empire. The gladiators were paid high. One of the famous gladiators in history was Spartacus. His master was Crassus, and he was a Thracian. The ancient Romans believed that the gladiator games were a form of a sacred ritual. They also believed that the blood of the gladiators was given to the gods, and in return, they would be rewarded with good harvest and prosperity. The Romans also believed that it was their responsibility to provide entertainment for their citizens by providing gladiator games for them. That does it for Top 10 Must-See Attractions in Europe. We hope you liked it. Agree or disagree, feel free to leave a comment below. Also, be sure to subscribe, comment, and like this clip. We put out videos several times a week, so ring that bell to be notified when we post new content. Thanks for watching.